First in our news, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson welcomed more than 120 world leaders to the historic climate talks in Glasgow on Monday with a stark warning that it's 1 minute to midnight and we need to act now. The G20 economies committed on Sunday to limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Take a look.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
The science is clear that we need to act now to halve emissions by 2030 and keep 1.5 degrees within reach. There are no compelling excuses for our procrastination. Unlike many other global challenges, the solution to climate change is clear. It lies in consigning dirty fossil fuels like coal to history, in ditching gas-guzzling modes of transport, and recognising the role that nature plays in preserving life on this planet, and harnessing the power of nature through renewable energy rather than orchestrating its destruction. If we don't act now, the Paris Agreement will be looked at in the future not as the moment humanity opened its eyes to the problem, but the moment we flinched.
The disappointment relates to the fact that Russia and including not only Russia but China basically didn't show up in terms of any commitments to deal with climate change. And there's a reason why people should be disappointed in that. I found it disappointing myself. But what we did do, we passed a number of things here to end the subsidization of coal. We made commitments here from across the board, all of us, in terms of what we're going to bring to the G26. And I think, you know, as that old trite saying goes, the proof of the pudding will be in the eating. I think you're going to see we've made significant progress, and more has to be done. But it's going to require us to continue to focus on what China's not doing, what Russia's not doing, and what Saudi Arabia is not doing.
And we know that this COP26, is our last best hope to keep 1.5 in reach. Now, I know that we have an unprecedented negotiations agenda ahead of us, but I believe that this international system can deliver. It must deliver.
So far, we have reached 1.1 degree warming since 1850 to 900 comparison, and last 7 years have been the warmest 7 years on record since 1850.
The planet's health today will dictate the health, happiness and the economic prosperity of generations to come. Hence, our overwhelming responsibility to generations yet unborn. It is also impossible not to hear the despairing voices of young people who see you, ladies and gentlemen, as the stewards of the planet, holding the viability of their future in your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, COP26 begins in Glasgow tomorrow. Quite literally, it is the last chance saloon. We must now translate fine words into still finer actions.
Either we act now, face the costs of the transition, and succeed in moving our economy onto a more sustainable path, or we delay acting, pay a much higher price later, and risk failing.
They also agreed to end the funding for new unabated coal plants abroad and those whose emissions have not gone through any filtering process by the end of 2021. But how to get to 1.5 was left largely undefined, and the COP26 negotiators were left with yawning blanks to fill in over the next fortnight.